Well, I have had a very wonderful month, I think. My pants. So I'm doing this live stream because I'm not having a guest on this week. I hear, okay, I have it looking all crazy because I don't want to follow my face while I'm doing this. So, and you know I don't wear makeup, so you know you get what you get. You know? You're gonna get what you get. You're gonna get what you get. Anyway, welcome. I'm Michelle Moore. And about a month ago, a little more than a month. I mean, yeah, just a little more than a month. I started a live stream, and it terrified me. It didn't, I was able to, get over all the self-talk that, you know, that you always have with yourself, that self-talk. I was able to get that out of my head. It helped. It really did. It really did. You kind of, I mean, if you've been a procrastinator like me, and I used to think it was a depression, but it wasn't. It's just procrastination. I had this need to do something. I had a need to do something. I'm very grateful that I had a career for 20 years, a professional career for 20 years. And only after I got really sick and had time to think, is when I finally got it. I finally got it. And it was because I met a few people, and every opportunity you meet that runs into you, no, you don't have to say yes, but you don't have to say no, slam the door. You can say, not right now. Jesus, bugging me. No, not right now. You know, or, kind of take the information and kind of listen and do your thing. You know, you don't have to, just be gullible or because a lot of us, I'm that type too, that when people come to us with an offer, we don't want to say no. We don't want to, because we kind of deep down are so happy for them. I'm so happy that they're doing something that I didn't think I could do. I couldn't be a salesman like that. I couldn't, approach people like that. I always said in my head I could, but I couldn't. I couldn't. There's no way I could do that. There's no freaking way I could do that. So I forgot exactly what I was saying now. And that happens a lot. That's why, that's another thing, another reason why I'm so glad that I took the opportunity to open my eyes. I guess you could say open my eyes. Open my eyes.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Said, whoa, don't get crazy. Oh gosh, I hope he's not watching. You live, see at the 17th.
I have really enjoyed, interviewing people. And I never thought I'd ever, ever enjoy that. I never thought I would ever enjoy that. There's no way.
Sit down, I think it's going to be okay.
And
It's a good shot. Tricky little putt.
I want to keep doing that. I want to keep interviewing ordinary people,
Some ideas. Don't get any ideas.
finding out, what makes them be them, you know, what honestly makes them be them.
Just above her feet here, 7th for Henderson.
I want to know what their thing is, that one thing, and whether they even know it or how to find it, you know. I'm still searching, but it's not for that thing, I don't think, anymore. It's going to be now to perfect that thing, perfect it.
And a slightly nicer looking t-shirt with thinned out trees down the right side.
That's what the joy is going to be. I'll be right back.
That may be the second best lie that we've seen today.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I want to hear everyone's, everybody's life. What makes you love? What makes you?
I started when I was 5, and yeah, I don't think my
What makes you so happy?
I've never played before. It's just one after
Have you ever been that happy?
crew members, they kind of filmed me.
I think I'm getting there.
Cartwheel, which I really couldn't do.
I think I'm getting there.
Which was kind of a fail, but yeah, no, I don't do that anymore on the course.
And I know that it's real.
And support behind her golf game. My mom, she's always been there with me. She comes with me to pretty much every event. My parents.
But it's still,
also my sister.
I'm still taking baby steps.
Because I was a younger one.
And I don't need to anymore. Okay? I don't need to anymore. I always thought that my art, doing art, was going to be that. And I've tried it so many times. I had an art gallery. I didn't give it my all. I couldn't, it's not that I couldn't. I didn't feel enough about it in order to just say, I'm giving it all. Let's do it. I will do whatever it takes. Let's do it. Who do I have to call? Who do I have to say, would you like to come on my interview? We just want to talk, talk about you, talk about how you grew up, what makes you get up in the morning,
Taking it back to a fresh-faced Lydia Cohn. Amazing what she's done since then.
what it feels like, what it feels like to you.
Won this back in 2016.
To be here, everybody has a different experience. No two people are going to have the same exact experience. No two people are going to have the exact vision.
It was trying to come back. India.
It may sound like it may seem like it sometime, but no two are ever alike.
Will die off to her right.
And just like me, doing this, you know, it's a little different. It's a little different, but I'm still experimenting with me and who I am. So, you know, I'm hoping that me going through this is helping somebody else.
I thought she had it right.
I did too.
Or I wouldn't even be on here.
Finish it.
I wouldn't even be doing it.
Very good try.
But I'm hoping that there's another Michelle out there, even if it's just one. So if this is not your Kool-Aid, share it with someone. Maybe it's theirs. But if I can get one person that has that burning, it's a overwhelming feeling of failure, or just you're not doing what you need to be doing. You're not putting your all in because you don't really know what it is that you need to get into. What is it? What are you? You know? It's like you're so busy just blending in. You can get along with everybody. It's I wouldn't say tiring, but it somewhat is. And I think being being sick, I think, might have just, said, you know what do you have? What do you have to lose? I always, have that feeling that I should and could be doing other things. If it wasn't my art, it was helping kids. It was, and I never saw myself that way, but I kept having those visions of, you would be good at that, or if it was something leadership, you'd be good at that. You'd be good at leading this. Go ahead and do that. And every job I've had a leadership position. I've always wanted to know, understand the people, even on the plane, if there was a dispute between the flight attendant and the passenger, I always wanted to know each side because I wanted to really know if this person is just, had a bad day or, just a fucking asshole, So, I like to, I try my best not to make judgment on people in that circumstance. Everyday stuff, it's easy to judge everyday stuff, everyday stuff. My opinion thing. When I first started doing this show, I call this show. I don't even know what the hell to call it. But when I first did my stream, I was talking about I had a dream, and that dream was saying that I need to figure out my thoughts. What labeling my thoughts, and that was like, okay, my opinion mind, And you know your opinion mind, that has everything to do with, like, love, hate, anger, fear, everything right there. Okay? That is your opinion mind. Then you have your compassion mind, your compassionate mind. That's you know, that'll make you call your mom and tell her I love you, and check on dad, and go over there and take him some food even though he says he's got some, because he probably ain't got none. You know, if you hadn't talked and spoke with someone in a long time because of anger, you call that person. You know, you're you know when you've hurt someone and it tears you up until you rectify it. Compassion. Okay. And then you have your wisdom mind, your wise mind. And that, does all the calculations and I need to find the facts out, before I say yay, nay. I need some experience, here. I gotta, you know, I'll get back with you, you know. So, tired of damn standing there. Take my hair out now. So, I'm gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna try it. It looks better like that, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. There we go. That looks better. Ooh, it looks like it even have muscles and everything. Look at that. It does, doesn't it? I've enjoyed biking in the mornings with my honey. Matter of fact, here he's coming in right now. Hi, honey.
Hey, baby. What are you doing?
I'm videoing.
What?
I'm videoing. Honey just came in from a swim, huh? Here. So don't get naked, honey.
I'm going in the other room. I'm going to, because I'm going to get these white shorts off.
Looking good, honey.
Thank you, dear.
I'm not going to ask you if you want to get on camera because I know you don't. Man, I've got to color my hair. At first, I was going to let it just be. Now I think I'm going to put some more color in it. I don't mind the black, but I just want a little excitement for me. Yeah, just a little excitement for me. That's all. We just, there's so much crap we have to think about. A lot. So much crap. And if I could just help one person get off the couch and say, no, it's not over yet. I don't care. I don't care if you're 55, 65, 75, 85. If you still have that feeling that it's and you know what I mean, that the people that have that feeling, you know what I mean, because you hate yourself. You really do. You kind of hate yourself for not being better, for not going further. And it's all, it's this fear. And it's on both sides because you fear that it won't work. And then you fear that it will. And you're stuck right there in the middle. Right there in the middle. So finally, I'm bursting out of that bubble. And it actually feels good. It really does. It feels good. Getting out, bike riding, and not just sitting at home, that was getting bad. That was getting really bad because I felt like, at first I thought, oh yeah, I could do this forever. You know, just sit right here and chill, do my art, watch a little TV, you know, watch Honey hitting golf balls out in the bag. It was good. No, 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 no. I had to get out. So getting out and bike riding every day, that helped a lot. That helped a lot. Doing challenges, like Melody has a challenge, a squat challenge. Been doing that. That's fun. You know, things like that. You gotta get into groups. Things that you like doing. You know, you gotta get in and start socializing with people. You know, I didn't think I would really do it because I've always been a loner. You know, I've always been, you know, always been to myself, by myself when it came to that. So if I was with someone, then it was that person usually ended up being my best friend, you know, and we would pal around and, you know. But actually, this was the very first, and I think about it, this is the very first relationship that my husband said, you need to get out and get friends. You need to do something, you know. And I kind of like, I don't really want to. I don't want. I'm good, you know. I wouldn't be a good friend anyway. I wouldn't be a good friend anyway, because I'm the type of friend, I will call you and we'll talk, and you'll call me and we'll talk, and then I'm good, you know. I'm good for like, you know, a month, you know. I'm good, you know, and it's not because I don't like you or anything like that. It's just I'm good, you know, unless something happens and I need to talk, you know. Then, you know, it's nice to talk to someone, you know, a friend or whatever, you know. It's nice to have a conversation, but other than that, you know, I kind of left it for like special occasions. You know, some news had to be told, or, you know, something, you know, I needed, you know, and I guess that's wrong, but that was how I thought calling people every day was, they would get on, you know, it would get on their nerves. They would just like, you know, why is this girl calling me? You know, I never understood that's what they did. That was the whole point of it. You know, I never because growing up, I never had really nice girls to be around. I was more to myself, and those that I did get around weren't. They're not here now. Okay, let's put it that way. Um, so I've always gotten along with myself very well, and yet I still didn't know myself. I still didn't know me. I still didn't. I knew I loved to learn. I knew I could pick up a program in a minute. I could pick up any kind of program online and ace that baby, and be happy as can be, get my little certificate, and I'm gone. But after getting going, getting pushing, you know, doing it after that, it just, I don't know what kept me. I don't know. And you can say fear, oh, it was fear. Yeah, well, but I knew it was fear. So when you know what the enemy is, why isn't it easier to just squash it, get it out of your head? Because you know. But it's not. It really is not. It really is not that easy. So I used to sit in my room where I would do art and just contemplate, just why is it? I love this. I love doing my art. I love this. I love doing my art. I love doing this. Love doing this. Love doing this. I know I can make a career doing this. I love doing this. And I would go in there, and every piece I would create still was never finished. I could never finish a finished piece. I could never. And a friend of mine, Orel, said, a lot of us, don't think that we can part with our art. And we hold on to our art. We won't let it go. Well, that could be true. Yeah, I think that was true. That was very true. I just like the pieces being around me. A lot of my pieces, I like being around me because it kept me comfortable, pretty much. Kept me comfortable because those pieces I did with, this person or that person, or, it got me through this or it got me through that. And it was like family. But I actually feel better now that, I departed with, most of them. I actually feel a lot lighter. it was it was a burden that I was carrying for no apparent reason at all. At all, you know. And if I had just really wanted to sell them, they would have been gone. I would have found a way, to sell them. And so it was just like, I think they were a little crutch. They were a crutch for me. So I am lighter and better for them.
Maybe they're actually being able to go with more of what they see
So, what got me to do this? I took a couple of classes, Millissa Jaynes classes. Millissa J. And she kept saying to everybody, you guys need to do a live stream. Just do one like I do. You might hate it, you might like it, but you got to just try it. Try it once. Try it once. So I did. I tried it, and the first one is still there. You can see it. The first one, I was so nervous. I was nervous, but I kind of had a little high from it. You know, get on there and you just kind of like my husband's phone. Hold on here. Oh, it's Alex. Hey, Alex.
Hello?
Hey, Alex. Dad just walked out. He just walked out. I'll let him know that you called, okay?
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right.
Thanks, Michelle.
Bye, hon.
Right. Bye.
Okay. Alrighty. That was Larry's son. One of the twins. One of his twin children. Yeah. Larry has 3 kids. I have 4 boys. He has 1 girl and 2 boys. And it's actually been pretty good. It's so weird that I thought my boys would be more standoffish, before, but it ended up being the opposite way, I think, but it's cool. It's getting there. And yeah, it's getting there. I'm really enjoying myself. Really, yeah, really grateful. Really grateful. Now what was I talking about? I forgot now. Forgot what I was talking about. But I know when I was out and I did my first one, I was so nervous. And after, just one person said, "Oh, I liked it." Oh. And I was like, okay. And then it became, okay, you gotta do it because you said you were gonna come back. So then I had to do it again. And I had the biggest challenge because right before my stream comes on, the person I was going to interview says, "Oh yeah, guess what? I can't get in." So I think I needed that because then I started to. You had to beat the nerves. Then you had to just keep rolling, keep going, keep rolling, and that's what I did. So. Oh, honey,
What?
Alex called you. I told him you call him right back.
When?
Just now.
Okay.
So. That's honey making all that noise. I tell you. But it's been really, it's right there, babe. I've been able to loosen up more and get used to speaking, and not caring who hears it. You've got to get there. If you don't get there, then
Hey, what's up?
you're gonna. So now he's gonna get on the phone and run water. Hold on.
You're not bothering me. I was,
Actually, let me go out here on the patio.
been raining, so rode the indoor swing bike and then,
Okay. Let's get a chair. So, it's a nice, I love shady days. I don't know about anybody else, but I love shady days. Shady days. I like, I've gotten so used to humidity now that humidity doesn't bother me. You know, please. You know, I like it so much better than dry heat, like that Vegas kind of dry heat kind of thing. No, 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 no. Can't do that. I don't care for that. But the humidity is not fine. But the sun, ugh, ugh, that sun is what does it for me. So I am looking for the most. Ugh, I can't wait to get there. So we are going to follow our next adventure is going to be following our temperature mind, because we want somewhere that stays 75 degrees at least all year or cooler, but not into the 40s, about the 50s. That's it, just the 50s. You know, so you can go out and sit by the fire pit, you know, with a little cover on, hear the crickets and things like that. That's what I want to do. So we're on our processing our way to that. And it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be an adventure. It really is. It really is going to be an adventure. And I would never have been sitting here and looking into the camera and talking. I would never have, you know. And you have those voices, I still have those voices deep down, you know, that opinion mind, because I pretty much wiped that opinion mind's ass, okay? At first I was thinking, you know, I wanted like 40%, I said, you know, of compassion mind and another 40% of my wisdom mind. And, you know, left at 20% for, you know, for my opinions, you know, comfort food. But no, that was such a, even 1%, even 1% of that opinion mind was enough. Will always be enough, because that 1% still holds so much hurt, anger, resentment. You know, just that. I mean, it doesn't take but a little bit, you know? It doesn't take but a little bit, you know? You can be happy as crap, you know, all day long, and it takes one person sometimes, you know? Before, not for me now, but before, one person to come by and just, you know, say something crazy, and you just, you know, you feel like your whole day has been ruined. You know, your whole day has been ruined. And, you know, that's ridiculous. So now I don't let it bother me. But one negative statement can just ruin your day. And when you get to that point, you got to do something. I wouldn't say that it's not an emergency or anything like that, but I mean for your mental health, you've got to you got to check that out. You got to check into that. You got to check it out because you're not, that's not you. That's not your truth. That's not who you are. And the more you aren't who you truly are, the more resentment you're going to hold, the more anger, the more you're going to feel anger, the more afraid and anxious you are. And it only takes a little bit, you know, it only takes a little bit. One thought brought up from your subconscious, one little thought can just throw your whole freaking day off. And you can be happy all day long, you know, all day long. And that's what we need to flip. We have to flip it. Now it's got to be your whole freaking day. You're happy. And one person says something negative, and you're still happy. Okay? You're still happy. What changed? What changed? Nothing changed. Nothing changed. That person is going through what that person is going through, you know? And now I can see that. Now I can see that when people are angry and when people are saying crap that's just out of the, some people say some things that are just ridiculous. Just ridiculous, you know? And it's actually on both sides. It's actually on both sides. People have to understand there's racism everywhere. There's racism everywhere. There's racism in the black community. There's racism in the white community. There's racism in the Asian community. There's racism in the Latin community. There's racism in every community. Everybody has racism. I mean, there's black people that hate black people. There really is. There's white people that, you know, hate white people. You know, there's Asian people that hate other Asian people. I mean, and it's nothing easily solved. It's nothing easily solved because until we figure out it's better to be compassionate towards people, to help people. Until we do that, even help others before we help ourselves. Until we can do that, nothing will ever change. Nothing will ever change because there's always going to be those that are afraid. Those and fear is deep. Fear. I think if we could wipe out fear, you know, I don't know. It's just, you know, if there was an easy way, then it would be done, right? If it was an easy way, it'd be done. But I am definitely trying to live my truth. I'm going to live my truth. I'm going to live, and when I say my truth, I mean without a filter. You know, a lot of us, we have our personal representative, you know. It's like when a guy first meets a girl, girl meets a guy, you know, you got your personal representative. You know, when you first meet, you know, your friends and stuff, you know, you're still in that personal representative kind of mood, you know. And I think I've had a personal rep. I'm going to say majority. I probably majority of my life I've had a personal representative because I had to have, because I felt like I was a mean person. I thought I was mean, so I needed that personal rep because if people really knew, you know, that I really, you know, that they wouldn't, you know, they would have a lesser opinion of me. But I don't even know where I got that from. You know, I sit and I listen now to that voice, the compassion voice and the wise voice, a lot more now. And negative thoughts still come in, but I don't entertain them. And that's going to be hard to do. I'm telling you. What I'm learning is that when you're thinking about something wonderful and in this crazy hateful thought comes in or whatever, it just says you got a dark spirit. You got some darkness in you, you know. So I mean, everybody has a darkness. Everybody has a darkness, and so sometimes that darkness kind of comes out, but you're not that dark to where you let it just run amok, you know. You know, you call them out every now and then. You know, we need to tell somebody off. You call them out. When you're hurt, you call them out. Then you put them back away. You know. Well, I'm learning that that person, that angry person that I thought I had, that I needed my personal representative to always kind of come out and represent me. I always thought that I needed that person, and now I know that I never needed that person. You know, it's okay. It's okay to have opinions. It's okay not to agree with everybody. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to embarrass. You know what I mean? You know, before it was like, "Ooh, I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to get embarrassed." It's okay. Get embarrassed. It's kind of a jolt, you know? It really is. It's you get embarrassed and then you get that jolt. You know, other people just, you know, you panic after that. You get a jolt and then you panic. You know, don't panic. Enjoy it. You know, that might be the only spark you get for a while. I mean, damn. You know? See, this is what I was talking about the friendship thing. You know, I was telling Honey, you know, it's hard to find women that I get along with that can sit here and have this conversation with me. You know, not too many people. You know, but I love hearing other people. I love interviewing people. I that's become a passion of mine now. So I'm gonna get better. I'm going to I'm going to master this. I'm going to master this. And I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care how long it takes me, but I will do it. And I'm going to do it with the least amount of capital, of money to do it. Because not everybody there's a lot of people that say, you know, take my course, those that I'm not talking about the regular. If you have a course and you're taking courses and it's under $50 per course, that's great. That's good. Melissa's course that we're taking right now is $35 per course. You better hurry if you want it because she will be going up. And I like stuff like that. Now it's going to be a more focused course for me. Okay. I don't want to it's not to change me or to, okay, now I'm going to be, this and this and this and this. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about